Hey there, heart healer. Have you ever found yourself wondering, will my ex ever come back? If you've been questioning whether they still think about you, if they regret the breakup, or if there's a chance for a second shot at love, then this video is exactly for you. The truth is, sometimes people walk away, but that doesn't always mean the story is over. Love has a funny way of circling back when we least expect it. Maybe they still have feelings, but don't know how to express them. Maybe they're waiting for the right moment. Or maybe, just maybe, they never truly let go in the first place. Today, we're diving into seven major signs that your ex will eventually come back. And trust me, these signs are clearer than you think. Pay attention, because if you notice 2, 3, or even all of these happening, your ex could be on their way back sooner than you imagined. Ready to find out? Let's get into it. They still text you, even for no reason. Have you ever received a random text from your ex and thought, why are they texting me? Well, you're not alone. And guess what? If they're still texting you for no reason, it's not really for no reason at all. When someone is truly over a breakup, they stop reaching out. They don't feel the need to check in, ask about your day, or send you funny memes. But if your ex is still texting you, even if it's something as simple as, hey, how's life? It means they're still thinking about you. And not just thinking, they're finding excuses to stay connected. Maybe they send a, "this reminded me of you" text when they hear your favorite song. Or they message you about something random, like, "did you see that new movie we talked about?" The truth is, when an ex keeps a conversation going, they are keeping the door open for something more. They could text anyone, but they chose you. And let's not forget the late-night texts. If your ex suddenly messages you at midnight saying, "can't sleep, just thinking about stuff," chances are they're thinking about you. Why? Because that's when people get the most real with their feelings. If they didn't care, they wouldn't text at all. So, if your ex is still in your inbox, don't ignore it. They might not say they miss you, but their actions? Oh, they're speaking loud and clear. They bring up the good old days. You know what's a huge sign that your ex isn't over you? When they keep bringing up the good times you shared. If they were truly ready to move on, they wouldn't keep replaying memories of your relationship. But when an ex constantly says things like, "remember that time we stayed up all night talking?" or "I miss those long drives we used to take," it means those memories still matter to them. Think about it. If they didn't care, they would be focused on the future, not the past. But instead, they're holding on to the happy moments you created together. It means those times weren't just moments, they were real feelings that they can't let go of. Some people don't even realize they're doing it. They casually mention a trip you took, a song that reminds them of you, or even a place you both loved. It's their way of keeping the connection alive without admitting how much they miss you. And here's the thing. When people constantly relive the past, they're often wishing they could relive it in the present. Maybe they bring up these memories to see how you react. Do you miss them too? Are you still thinking about those moments? If your ex is doing this, take it as a sign. They haven't let you go just yet. They haven't moved on, even if they pretend. Some exes love to act like they've moved on, but their actions say otherwise. If your ex is still single or is dating someone new but seems unhappy, that's a major sign they're not over you. Sure, they might post happy pictures, go on dates, or even say, "I'm totally fine." But deep down, they're comparing everyone to you. If they were truly over it, they'd be embracing their new life, not secretly keeping tabs on yours. And if they jump into a rebound relationship super fast, it's not because they're in love. It's because they're trying to distract themselves. But here's the truth. Fake happiness doesn't last. If they're still watching your stories, asking about you, or looking sad when your name comes up, you're still in their heart. Sometimes people pretend to move on because they think it's what they should do, but their emotions always tell the real story. Pay attention. Comment below. Do you think your ex is pretending to move on? Let's talk about it. Before we continue, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about this topic so far? Drop a comment below. And if you're finding this helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might find it insightful. They keep asking about you. Let me ask you something. If your ex didn't care about you, why would they still be asking about you? If they're checking in with your friends, family, or even stalking your social media, it means you're still on their mind. And trust me, that's not something people do when they're fully over someone. Think about it. If someone really wants to move on, they focus on themselves, not their past. But if your ex is asking mutual friends things like, how are they doing? Or are they dating someone? It's a big sign that they're still invested in your life. They could be asking out of curiosity, or because deep down, they miss you. And let's be real. If they weren't thinking about you, they wouldn't bother asking at all. Another sneaky way exes do this, they don't ask you directly, but they make sure the questions get back to you. Like, maybe a friend casually tells you, oh yeah, they asked about you the other day. That's no accident. They want you to know they're still interested. And if they hear that you're happy or moving on, their reaction says everything. If they seem sad or jealous, it's because they're not over you. And here's the biggest clue. If they reach out themselves after asking about you, they were probably just looking for an excuse to talk. They needed that little push, that little confirmation that you're still around. So if your ex is still asking about your life, take it as a sign. They might be searching for a way back into your heart. Comment below. Has your ex been asking about you? Who told you? Let's talk about it. They show up where you are. Have you ever been out somewhere, minding your own business, and then boom, you accidentally run into your ex? It might seem like a coincidence, but let's be honest, it probably isn't. If your ex keeps showing up at places you love, it could mean they're trying to stay connected with you, without making it too obvious. Maybe you see them at your favorite coffee shop, the gym, or even a party with mutual friends. The real question is, why are they there? If it happens once, okay, maybe it's just a coincidence. But if they keep popping up, chances are it's intentional. They might be hoping to accidentally start a conversation or just see how you react. And here's the thing. When people truly want to move on, they don't place themselves in situations where they might run into their ex. They avoid places that remind them of the past. But if your ex is always around, they're either missing you or secretly hoping for another chance. Even if they act casual, trust me, it's not random. And let's not forget about social media stalking. If your ex always seems to be at the same events as you, maybe they're keeping an eye on where you go. That's why you have to pay attention to the patterns. Are they trying to stay in your orbit? Do they look nervous or excited when they see you? If the answer is yes, you might not be as over as they pretend to be. Comment below. Has your ex ever accidentally shown up where you were? Tell me the story. Their social media screams, I miss you. You know what doesn't lie? Social media. If your ex is posting sad quotes, old pictures, or songs that remind you of them, it's a huge sign they're thinking about you. Sometimes people don't know how to say what they're feeling out loud, so they express it online instead. Pay attention to what they post. Are they sharing love songs, nostalgic memories, or maybe even throwback photos of when you were together. That's no accident. They could post anything, but they're choosing to post things that remind them of you. And here's a big one. If they post something sad right after you post something happy, they're definitely feeling some type of way. Maybe you post a picture of you smiling, and then a few hours later, they post lyrics like, "I wish I could go back to us." Coincidence? Probably not. Another thing to look for? Story views. If your ex watches every single thing you post, even the boring ones, they're still invested. People don't stalk the social media of someone they don't care about. If they truly moved on, they wouldn't be keeping up with your life like that. Tell me in the comments, have you noticed any social media hints from your ex? Let's talk about it. They admit they regret the breakup. The biggest sign of all? When your ex actually admits they regret breaking up. This is not a small sign. This is the truth coming out. If your ex tells you things like, "I miss you," "I wish things were different," or even, "I think we made a mistake," it means they've been thinking about you a lot. People don't just say that for no reason. It means they've looked back, realized what they lost, and now they're starting to regret it. Maybe they thought they'd be fine without you. Maybe they thought they'd find someone else. But now, they're realizing how special your connection was. And let's be honest, admitting regret is not easy. Most people let their pride stop them from saying what they really feel. But when someone truly regrets a breakup, they will put their ego aside and tell you the truth. So if your ex has told you they regret losing you, take a moment to think about it. Do you still have feelings for them? Do you see a future together? Because if you do, this could be the moment when everything changes. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might need it. Until next time.